My name is Shanessa Prescott-Jennings. I'm joined here with Kayla and Shauna. Thank you for joining me tonight. We will be discussing persuasive speeches. My first question is, there are two different outcomes or objectives that the speaker wants the audience to leave with. The audience will either have their attitude or their behaviors change. Describe a time where you've seen either of these objectives in a speech.
Okay. Well, when I went to see the speaker, Sean King. What a guy. He ultimately aimed to persuade the audience to change their behaviors that have been kind of ingrained in us over time to just, especially with the media, they just distract us from things that are, things that will ultimately derail us if we don't pay attention to it. So he just basically persuaded us not to sit idle and just let it happen, to go out, use our voice, and voice our opinions.
I would agree. I would say that his speech was aimed more towards changing behavior because he called on the audience to take action by telling the community to get involved and to start organizing.
So did he advocate for like protests or voting rights?
He did. He did. He wanted the community to start organizing, to start voting, to start getting civically engaged, is what I would say. So my next question is, when establishing a problem in a persuasive speech, what are the components of doing so, and what would make it powerful?
Substantial evidence and how it's a problem and how it affects the majority of people. Yeah.
Being an engaging speaker, someone who's interesting, has an interesting topic, or at least does it in an interesting way to hold your attention and make you want to listen.
Stage presence, definitely.
Would you say that finding commonalities in the problem, also offering evidence to support that that problem has something to do with you personally or the community that you live in, would you say that that would make it successful?
Yes. The more personable a person is, and of course, more relative that the problem is to you, of course. But,
Right.
I wouldn't really need anything related to me personally, but facts that I can trust.
Right. I think
with
that's
sources that are reputable.
Yeah. My next question is, Tim David, the author of The Magic of Human Connections, wrote an article for Psychology Today. He offered 3 simple steps that could land you a successful persuasive speech. His first step was engaging the audience and finding commonalities. The second step would be finding the problem and then also offering an achievable solution to that problem. And then the third would be to have the audience take action. When have you seen these steps in a speech? And would you add any steps, or do you feel that there are any steps that hinder the success of a speech?
When you said like basically an achievable solution, most of the speeches that I've encountered, they didn't aim too big or too small. So yes, I've seen that in these speeches.
Do you have any examples?
In my public speaking class, there was a speech on like beauty standards and how simply just changing the way the children toys look, like blue for boys or pink for girls, or just like a more realistic Barbie doll could simply change a child's outlook on themselves and overall just help their self-esteem. So, and I felt like that was a pretty valid and simple solution just by simply just changing the makeup of the toy. So,
Wow. You made a great point. My next question is, when explaining a solution, it should be paired with reasons why, if not sought, it may affect you personally or your community? Have you seen a successful solution proposed, and what did it look like?
Successful solution proposed.
Yeah, so for your last example, you said that a solution would be to just change the colors of the toys or make them, instead of just pink or blue, it would be a random color, a neutral color.
It did work with McDonald's. Instead of labeling their toys boys or girls toys, they're supposed to ask which toy the child would prefer instead of just labeling it a boy or girl, so they wouldn't feel uncomfortable choosing the Hello Kitty if they were male. Or the girl could choose the truck and she just say, I wanted the truck. And Barbie dolls, actually, they now sell Barbie dolls in different sizes. There's when they have smaller chests and larger waists.
Well, thank you.